So, good day everyone. My name is Rishi Ansi Haraon, together with Miss Chrislyn Leong, Mr. John Paul Dayata, and Mr. Tipon. So, our topic is all about GeoGebra. So, the objectives of our lesson is at the end of the lesson, the student must be able to identify the history and creator of GeoGebra and recognize the contribution of to mathematics education. Second, explain the primary reasons why GeoGebra was developed. Third, analyze the advantages and disadvantages of using GeoGebra in teaching and learning mathematics. Last, appreciate the role of digital tools like GeoGebra in enhancing mathematical understanding and visualization. So let's proceed to the next slide. So, history of GeoGebra. So, GeoGebra was developed in 2001 at the University of Salzburg, Austria. It started as a project combining geometry and algebra, evolved into a multi-feature math platforms which is consists of geometry, algebra, calculus, statistics, and 3D visualization, and released as free and open source software. It was adopted globally in schools and university. So, yun nga, yung GeoGebra was developed at 2001 at the University of Salzburg, Austria. So, it was started as a student project at the University of Salzburg at so that time kasi yung mga math programs was very limited. And yung GeoGebra and yung geometry and algebra, hindi pwede siyang pagsamahin. Hindi sila pwedeng mag-work together. So, through GeoGebra, it changed this by putting both. Nilal, Nilalagay niya na yung algebra and geometry into one program. So, when one thing change, the other change right away. So, because it was free, people from different, or should I say, teachers and students around the world help help make it better. So over time, it added tool for calculus, statistics, tables, and 3D visualization. So nowadays, it is useful in schools, especially around the world. Kasi sa parang yung GeoGebra na tool is all-in-one na siya. Unlike sa other app na nakafocus lang siya sa isang subject lang. Talaga, yung GeoGebra nandun na lahat. Statistic, geometry, and so on. So next, sino nga ba yung creator and or who developed GeoGebra? So, Marcus Hohenwarter. Take note of that. Marcus Hohenwarter. He was born on January 29, 1980. So, he is an Austrian mathematics educator and software developer. Best known as the creator of GeoGebra. Take note of that, creator of GeoGebra. And GeoGebra is one of the most widely used dynamic mathematics application in education. So, yun nga si Marcus Hohenwarter, yung creator ng GeoGebra. He is a teacher in or from Austria. He 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 made the first version while he was a student. Estudyante siya nung ginagawa niya yung GeoGebra. Ginamit niya yung teaching skills niya kasi nga he is a teacher and software developer, kaya ginamit niya rin yung computer skills niya to build this program or tool. Later on, he helped grow the project by helping or working with teachers around the world. So his work became well known because he made tools, or should I say he made math tools which is free and easy to use for everyone. So next, ano nga ba yung mga awards na na-receive niya sa paggawa niya ng GeoGebra? So he received three international awards. So I will explain one by one bakit siya pinarangalan ng ganun award. So first is the European Academic Software Award. So bakit nga siya binigyan nito? So because GeoGebra was a new and powerful tool for learning mathematics kung saan nakakatulong to sa mga estudyante para mas maintindihan natin yung mga math concepts ng mas madali or mas mabilis through interactive visuals. Second, the Mercator Award for Science Communication. So, he received this award because mas pinasimple niya at he explained it in a simple and clear way, yung complex math ideas. Sipin nyo yun, mas pinadali niya yung mga mahihirap na math concept using technology. Kasi nga, he is a software programmer. His work, yung tool na to is nakatulong sa maraming tao, especially in student and teacher, para mas maintindihan at ma-enjoy yung para mas ma-enjoy yung learning nila. Yung mas ma-enjoy nila yung lessons inside the schools or outside. Kasi hindi lang naman sa schools natin magagamit yung GeoGebra. And last award that he received is the numerous recognition from Educational Technology Institution. By the way, yung yung pangalawang award na yon, hindi lang kasi sa math magagamit yung GeoGebra, especially in science. Kaya siya binigyan ng the Mercator Award for Science Communication. And last is the numerous recognition from Educational Technology Institution. So, many educational technology groups recognize Marcus Suhenter because GeoGebra improved the way math taught in schools. Na-improve niya kung paano magturo, kung paano ituro yung mga math concept, math ideas, mathematical equations in schools. Kung saan, alam naman natin na math ang pinakaayaw ng mga estudyante. Diyan sila, yung math subject na yan kasi, yung pinakamahirap na subject para sa mga estudyante because there's a lot of formulas and solution you need to solve before you get the answer. So, this software made learning more interactive, free and accessible for students and teachers around the world. Kasi nga free lang naman yung software na yan. You don't need to pay just to understand the lesson, the mathematical equations. So, ano nga ba yung mga contribution niya? So, he contributed significantly to digital mathematics education. So, now kasi digital days na tayo. So, he helped bring math learning into the digital world through GeoGebra. His work made it easier for students to learn math using computers or other gadgets. Hindi na tayo maghahanap pa sa libro kung about dun sa topic na nilesson sa atin or diniscuss. Just click or search the topic, or should I say put the equation on how to solve it, you will get the answer and step-by-step explanation pa ang ibibigay sa iyo ng GeoGebra. So, digital mathematics education. Second, interactive learning approaches. So, ginawa niya yung tools na to para that lets students actively explore math instead just memorizing formulas. Relate ako dito. Hirap na hirap ako tuwing may ganito kasi, sa dami ng sinusulat sa blackboard ng teacher namin na formulas, hindi ko na alam kung paano pa isolve yung um, problem na yon or yung equation na yon. So, using GeoGebra, isang click mo lang, isang search mo lang, malalaman mo na kung ano yung formula na gagamitin mo. So, mas nakakatulong talaga yung GeoGebra na to, especially me as a student, kasi I will learn by doing, not just by listening. Hindi na ako makikinig na makikinig lang. Kasi habang nakikinig ako, um, ginagawa ko siya or sinusolve ko siya para mas magets ko kung paano gawin yon or paano sagutan yon. So last, Open Educational Resources or DER. So he supported free learning materials that could anyone use without paying. Kasi dati, lagi ko sasabihin dati, kasi ngayon gamit na gamit niyo yung GeoGebra ng mga students and teacher. So dati kasi naghihiram, from my experience kasi, dati nanghihiram ako ng books sa library. Minsan, um, kailangan ko pang, tawag na to, yung manghihiram ako sa kaklase ko, pero kailangan ko siya munang bayaran. Anong tawag dun? Parang may bayad yung panghihiram mo ng libro na yon, para kasi yung geometry talaga diyan ako pinakamahina. Geometry and algebra kasi tinuturo na yun sa amin nung high school ako. So it was difficult for me to understand that subject kasi nga sa dami ng formulas, and I cannot visualize the concept uh, or the problem on my own. So GeoGebra was very helpful to me, especially when I was senior high school. So this helps students around the world get quality education for free. Hindi ka na magbabayad talaga. So, next, bakit nga ba ginawa ni Marcus Hunter yung GeoGebra? So, his goal was to create a free, dynamic, and easy-to-use software that unified geometry, algebra, calculus to support math learnings. So, sabi ko nga, yung GeoGebra, all-in-one na siya. Andun na lahat ng subject in maths. So, yung goal niya talaga is to make a free and easy math software that combines all the math subject which are geometry, algebra, and calculus para mas maintindihan ng students. Kasi yung other apps is ano lang siya, focus on only one subject. So second, to improve students' understanding through visualization. Visualization is really important nowadays, especially in students, kasi hindi lahat kaya mag-visualize ng math problems. Hindi lahat ng students may visualization skills. Hindi lahat sila kayang intindihin or imaginein kung ano yung problem na yon sa kanilang. So, to help students understand lessons using pictures and visualization, napakatalino talaga ni Marcus Hohenwarter kasi naisip niyang gumawa ng ganitong software where he will make the math subject easy to understand by the students, especially in teachers. Hindi na sila mahihirapan magturo sa mga estudyante kasi may katulong na sila, the GeoGebra software. So last is to support interactive inquiry-based learning. When we say inquiry-based learning, it is a student-centered where student ask questions, show their curiosity. So to support learning by letting students explore and interact with math. So that's my part. So the next reporter was Miss Leong.
Good day everyone, I'm Christine Leong and one of the reporters. So for our next slide, let us define what is GeoGebra. So we all know that GeoGebra is a web that helps students and teachers to understand mathematics from algebra to statistics, geometry, and all. And for what is GeoGebra, it is a dynamic mathematics software that integrates algebra, geometry, calculus, and statistics. It is capable of displaying data simultaneously, numerically, graphically, and algebraically. So it helps students to navigate mathematics online, to learn something that helps them to enhance their skills when it comes to mathematics. It was created by Marcus Hohenwarter in 2001, and we all know who is Marcus Hohenwarter in the previous slides with our previous reporter. It has become an open source software and is continually improved by programmers, mathematicians, and mathematics teachers around the world. And as we can see here in GeoGebra, web, by clicking a link that will pop up first, the link will take us here in this website, and this is what GeoGebra looks like in their web. So in number sense, we can see here that from algebra we have geometry, measurement, number sense, operation, probability, and statistics, where the students can, or even teachers can access by clicking those that they choose, clicking those their prefer or their needed lessons that they need to learn. And from upper elementary grade 4 to 5, they offer that kind of that kind of accessibility for elementary 4 to 5. And for next is, yes, as we scroll down on their website, we can see here the, if in upper if in an upper part there's a grade 4 to 5 here, and as we scroll it down we can see the middle school grade 6 to 8, where we can see that the absolute value, multiplication, ratios and rates, addition, percentage, real numbers, integers, rational numbers, scientific notation of numbers. And that is how students can learn. I mean, that's how they can access the website of GeoGebra, and it is easily used. I mean, it is easily can be accessed through Google Chrome or other internet browser. And for how to use it and their website, it will be tackled or explained by the next reporter.
So, good day everyone. My name is Deyat John Paul, and let's continue our discussion in how to use a GeoGebra. So first, we search the geogebra.org, and as you can see, there's a we have this one, the calculator. So click this one, and you can see all the application or link of the GeoGebra in this GeoGebra website. So first we have a calculator suite, where you can explore functions, solve equations, construct geometric shapes. And the second one, we have a graphing calculator, where you can visualize equations and functions with interactive graphs and plots. And the third one, we have a geometry, where you can explore geometric concepts and constructions in a dynamic environment. And the third one is we have that 3D calculator, where you can graph functions. You can graph functions and perform calculations in 3D. And we have also a scientific calculator, where you can perform calculations with fractions, statistics, and exponential functions. And lastly, we have a notes, this one, where you can explore our online note-taking app with interactive graphs, slides, images, and much more. So first we explore this calculator. So we click the calculator suite, and then as you can see, we we have this a calculator, or scientific calculator, and we have a graphic calculate graphing um graphing graphic we have a graph. Yes, as you can see, we have a Cartesian plane, and also you can type a number, or you can create a what do we call this equation. Like for example, I mean 8x plus or minus 10y, and then we click 1. So as you can see, we have the equation here, where you can see the table of values, special points, or you can duplicate input, and you can also delete it, and you can also input another equation. So we have equation 1. As for equation 2, we can create, like I mean you can create 9x plus 5y, so it is equals to 2, and click equals, I mean erase the equals to. Yeah, you can also create uh, you can delete it, and you can also zoom in and zoom out, and you can also redo or undo what you input in the graphing paper of this uh, GeoGebra. And also we have tools, like for example this one, we have a move. Basic tools, we have a for basic tools we have move, point, slider, intersect, turning point, and roots, and also best fit line. So paano nga ba siya ginagamit? Alam ko, sa pagkakalam ko, you can plot a point, this one, and this one, like point A and point B and point C, for example. And then select interaction of or two objects. Yes, as you can see, as you click the point B, you can also, and point A, you can also see the negative 10, or the value of that point. Negative 10 and 5, positive 5. And then how about this point C? We have positive 10 and negative 5. So paano nga ba 'to ginagamit, or paano siya You can also select objects, move graphic view, and delete. Like for example, delete this one, point A and point B. And you can also undo it. So as you can see, editable siya and madali lang siyang gamitin. Kasi you can explore the menu or the function of it. And then you can show or hide label also, like for this one, A and B and point C. So yun, hindi mo na makikita yung point A, point B, point C kung saan dyan, di ba? And we have also show or hide object. This one and this one, point A and point B and point C, and also this one. Yes. Hindi mo na siya makikita or nakaano na siya. Pwede mo siyang kumbaga i-hide. Kasi hindi mo siya matatawag dito. Hindi mo siya ma-highlight. And for the image, you can also put image here. Like for example, we have a excuse me. While I'm recording, so hindi siya pwede. Pero you can also upload a image here, and then you can input it, or you can also put it here in the graphing paper. And also we have a measure of angle, like for example this angle, point A and point B and point C. So as you can see, ang angle niya is 90 degree. So makikita mo kung gaano yung sukat or measurement ng angle nung ginawa mong point or pinlat mong point. Yan, makikita mo. Beta, ganyan-ganyan. And then also, you can distance or length. You can also the distance and length of each points. Or as you can see, distance or length, makikita mo yung value. So, 9.47. And then the area. How about the area? So, the area here is the area of area. Select a poly. Ayan. Pag kinlik niya to, yung point, like for this one, basta may kita dito yung Ito. Wait lang. Ba't ayaw makita? Basta, yung area ng circle is makikita nyo rin dito. Pag ginamit nyo tong area or yung measurement ng area. Yun. And then, reflect, and you can transform it into reflect object in line and also reflect object in point. Translate by vector. So, yun. Pwede nyo rin siyang i-transform into it. And also, we have a construct where you can also midpoint or center the point. And the perpendicular line, pwede mo rin siyang gawin. Like for example, this one. Perpendicular. Pwede kang gumawa ng midpoint, center, ganyan. Ayan. Makikita nyo dyan, meron ng point G. So, makikita nyo doon yung midpoint or yung center ng ginawa mong line. Or na doon sa graphing paper nyo. And then perpendicular line, we have this excuse me. Yan, makikita nyo rin dyan yung and also, we have perpendicular bisector. Ayan. May kita nyo may line na dyan. Kapag inaano ko tong arrow. Diba? Okay. And for the parallel line, you can also do it and angle bisector also and also the tangent. So, di ko na siya maisa-isa kasi marami siyang feature. And also, we have a lines where you can, sana yun? You can also do a segment, line ray, vector, segment with given length, vector from point, and then polar or diameter line and polyline. And also we have the polygons here in you can also create a polygon, like for example this one. When you click polygon, this one, and this one. So dun pa lang makikita nyo na yung ano niya. Kung paano yung pag-create ng polygon here in log graphing paper, and also the regular polygon. Like this one, we have a triangle and square, and also we have a vector polygon, like for this one and this one. Where yan, makikita nyo kung gaano siya ano siya, di ba? Sobrang ano niya, ganda ng feature niya. You can create all you want here in the GeoGebra because it has so many feature. And also you can also create a circle with center, like this one, for example. Wait lang. This one, when we click circle with center, ayan, makikita nyo yung value niya. And then, ayan siya. And also with compasses. So, ayan. May mga compass, ayan, where you can click anything or dyan sa pinlat yung circle. And then semicircle, you can also create a semicircle like this one. Diba? Ang ganda niya. Ang ano niya. Sobrang ano niya. Yan o. Meron pang circumcircular arc, and then circular vector sector, and circumcircular sector, circle and circle center and radius, and circle through 3 points, and circular arc. And for the conics, yan, you can create an ellipse. You can also create an ellipse. And also you can conic through 5, parabola, and the hyperbola. Hindi ko na siya maisa-isa. And then we have yan, yung kanina nga. So, ayan, we have the others. When you can also write here. Like for this one, I will write my name. John. Hindi siya perfect kasi wala akong mouse. Sorry for and then yan. Diba? Makakasulat ka dyan. Anything you want, pwede mong gawin dito sa GeoGebra. Diba? Ang ganda niya, gamitin. Lalo na when you teaching a math subject especially in the elementary year. And then we have a freehand shape. Let's click this one, and yan. Yan. Di ba nakapag-create ako ng line. Nakaka-create din ako ng oblong. And marami siya. You can also the relation of this one. Yan, makikita nyo kapag halimbawa pinindot nyo yung point C and point B, ganyan. C1 and point B are not equal. Yan, nakalagay. Diba? So, doon, makikita mo pa. button. Okay, we have, ayun, marami siyang you can also check box and the lastly you can input box here. And also we have a table where you can also create or put the um, equation here. Like halimbawa, kailangan mo into mag-graph or mag-create ng table when it comes to kailangan mong ng mga set of points, set of ganyan-ganyan, set of equation, ganyan, blah blah blah. And also you can also put or you can edit here in spreadsheet. Meron na ring spreadsheet dito sila. 'Di ba? Napaka niya. Pwede ka mag-type diyan no, kung ano-ano. 'Di ba? And then let's erase this one. Erase na natin yung mga pinagagawa natin diyan. Kasi sobrang na, overload na. So ayan. So lahat 'yan, 'di ba? 'Di ba? Nabubura na natin. Or para mas madali, may technique dito eh. Para mas madali siyang ma-delete lahat. Alam kong wait lang. Select all. Or you can undo all the lahat ng pinagagawa mo dito. Ba't ko na nirito? Ayan. Pwede mo siyang isa-isa. Ayan, like this one, ayan. Diba? Mo siya, na-delete mo siya. And also, wait lang. Bukod sa pag-graphing, meron pa tayo dyan. We have a 3D calculator. So, yan. Let's click it. And yan, as you can see, makikita mo rin dito yung Cartesian plane with 3D. 3D na siya, hindi siya yung hindi siya yung katulad na kanina na lang siya, 1D. Or isang lang siya na Cartesian. Ito, nakikita mo yung kahit anong i-input mo ditong equation. Like for this one, we have a 4x plus 34x plus 25 y is equals to, ayan, may kita mo yung niya, itsura niya into 3D. Ayan. Okay. Pwede na natin siyang ma-zoom. Ayan, as you can see. Medyo naglalag lang siya pero carry naman. Ayan, diba? Nakikita mo yung itsura nung ginawa mong equation. O, diba? Pwede mo siyang ma-rotate also. Ayan. Ang galing. Diba? So, you can also input another equation and etc. Diba? Napaka niya. And also, you can create point, pyramid, cube, sphere, center, and point, and plane through 3 points, and intersect 2 surfaces, and also the net. Yan. Ayun yung mga pwede mong gawin sa sa feature ng 3D calculator niya. And also, you can duplicate input and delete it. So, ayan. Ganyan na. Diba? Sobrang flexible niya. Kayang-kayang gamitin ng kahit sino. And yan, tapos na tayo dyan. So, we have a geometry. So, sa geometry naman, yan. Katulad din kanina, you can create a point, segment, line, polygon, circle with center. Ayan. Ito naman, wala na siyang graphing. So, bali, ang gagawin mo lang dito, mag-plot ka lang ng point, and then ganyan. Pwede mo siya ipag-connect ganyan. Or mag-create ng lines. Diba? Yan. Like this one. And also, you can create the polygon here. Anything you want. Kayang-kaya, diba? So, circle with center. Ayan. Diba? May radius, may ganyan. Tapos, pwede mo rin makikita yung mga ano yan. Diba? Value. So, katulad din ng kaninang ginawa natin. Ayan yung feature ng 3D. And then, sa cast naman, you can input again the equation here, and you can create a table, spreadsheet, and you can plot a here in the graphing paper. And we have the probability where you can like this one, you can select whether you are a student, or you can do a student or student distribution, chi-square distribution, F distribution, exponential distribution, Cauchy distribution, Weibull distribution, and gamma distribution, beta distribution, long, normal, logistic, and so on and so forth. So, yan. Diba? Pag cumulative, ang inon mo yung cumulative, may kita mo kung anong point siya nagsimula, and kung paano siya yung pag-flow niya. Kung paano siya tumaas from 0 to 0.8. Yan, nakikita mo siya. Or kung saan siya nakaplot. Yung cumulative niya. And also, nakikita mo rin yung intervals nung probability or yung ginawa mong statistic probability. Yan. Pwede ka rin dito mag-input ng parameter. Yan. Ng equation. Like for example, this one. Diba? Mag-ano ka lang dyan, 2 or ano. Tapos 5. So, enter natin. Diba? Yung negative 2, tas yung 5, ayan. Yan yung ano niya, and yung intervals niya. And then, ito naman, yan, yung value niya ng ganyan. Marami pa. Nakalimutan ko anong tawag dito, basta yun. Magagamit nyo siya for statistics and probability. Maganda siyang gamitin. May kita mo yung illustration mo when you doing your statistics and probability. Especially when you are going to see your intervals, or kung gagamit ka ng kung ano-anong distribution na gagamit. So, pwede ka rin gumamit dito ng table. Yan. So, yan, tapos na tayo dun. And we also have a scientific where you can also input a lot of kahit ano, pwede nyong gamitin. Pwede nyong i-input dito sa scientific. Nasaan na yun? Balik ulit tayo sa home. Wait lang. Geo. Balik ulit tayo sa home. Papakita ko lang sa inyo yung scientific calculator niya. Same lang din siya kanina. Yan. Kasi parang hindi natin nakita yung yung mga values, yung mga sign, ganyan. Pero ba't ganun? Nawawala. Basta ganun siya. Yan. Pwede ka rin dito ayan na. input ng mga numbers, ganyan, ng letter. And then, meron din tayo ditong exam mode where you can halimbawa mag ano ka sa mga students mo, di ba? Magtawag dito. Magpapa-exam ka sa mga students mo. Yan. Pwede mo rin siyang gawa ng exam. 'Di ba? Sobrang niya. Accessible niya, and then also pwedeng gamitin ng kahit anong edad mo. And then pumunta naman tayo sa notes niya. Yan. You can write anything here, or you can plot shapes, text, equation, upload image or camera, PDF, and etc. Yan. Pwede ka rin dito maglagay ng table, graph, graphable map, table, mind map, and GeoGebra applications such as graphing, 3D calculator, geometry, CAS, probability, and scientific. And also you can have a ruler here. Halimbawa, kailangan mong gumamit ng kasusukatin mo kung like halimbawa, dito from yan, ganyan, anong sukat. And you can also plot here, circle. Yan, di ba?
Hello everyone, I'm Joshua Tipon, and now let's continue about the advantages and disadvantages of GeoGebra. Advantages of GeoGebra: free and accessible. GeoGebra is completely free and can be used on computers, tablets, and even phones. As you can see, it is stated that GeoGebra is free to all any devices. Even it is a low specs phones or anything like tablets. Next is interactive and visual. It lets learners explore math concepts through dynamic graphs, sliders, and animations, making abstract ideas easier to understand. It is stated that GeoGebra can be used to visualize or explore any types of shapes, or you can use the GeoGebra to make some interaction tools to use as any shapes that you can use for making anything that used in the GeoGebra. Next is the all-in-one math tool. It combines geometry, algebra, graphing, calculus, statistics, and 3D math in one platform. It is stated that GeoGebra can be used as one. We have many types of apps for geometry, algebra, graphing, calculus, statistics, and 3D math. But in GeoGebra, you can use it all in one app. Next is supports active learning. Students can manipulate objects and instantly see results, promoting discovery learning. It is stated that it supports learn activity of the students in math, especially in not only students but into the teacher as well, to explore some learning based development for the math based on mathematics.